There's an item shop. Interesting. Trying to talk to everyone before we go to the prince. Beyond here lies the altar of secret history, the sanctuary which houses the true story of our people and world. Kindly refrain from making any loud noises, lest you startle the fairies. Wait, can I go in here? Hold up. What's this altar of true history about?
Huh?
Oh, it's you, Gallica. Long time no see. I'm so happy you're safe. Long time? Has it really been so long? I suppose you're right. Guess you didn't miss me much. It's been several months, you know. Several months? Oh my, Gallica's keeping track of time now, is she? What do you mean? A day, a month, a year? That's people talk? What does time matter to a fairy? You're almost like them. But I guess that's kind of cool. Does Gallica not understand that her people... Oh, okay, here we go. Wait a minute. Can I interact with them? Mural. Mural depicts a scene from ancient history. It's a bunch of humans, aka Eldas, just hanging out. Image appears to show some academics studying a store of hidden power contained within a person's body. Ah, they're learning about archetypes. Oh, the woman with the archetype thing going around her, I think she has that, she has like a halo. It's not actually, it's not what a halo looks like typically, but she has like that circle of light around her, which I think is meant to show a halo. I think they use that in like Renaissance paintings to show like people related to God, like biblical important people. Stuff like Jesus, for instance. Stuff like Jesus. People like Jesus. Not the right verbiage there. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. Big tower looks like what's under the Dragon Temple. Spellbinding city is depicted, filled with towering futuristic architecture that's far beyond anything in the three nations' capitals. Artwork is entitled The Era of Light. Okay, okay. I'm surprised they're letting me go in here before... the dragons. Mural depicts a scene from ancient history. An elegant capital city crumbles in flames. Large-scale magic is cast and dragons are let loose into the chaos. Artwork is entitled The War of the Dragons. Okay, yeah, that's an entirely different JRPG right there. War of the Dragons. What are these three? A wise-looking youth and a beautiful woman face each other in a familiar forest. Could this depict the sanctum? Upon closer examination, the woman is an Elda. The art appears to be a blessing of the union between the two figures. Is the other person Elda, or are they like Clamar or something? Wonder when this scene is supposed to have taken place. Artwork is entitled Union. Humans, like, forming pacts with other ancient tribes, maybe? That's Clamar right there. The mural depicts a historical scene from a seemingly more recent era than the others. Clamar general leads an army. The soldiers are equipped with modern weaponry, including gauntlet runners and igniters. Artwork is entitled The Second World. Yes, so this is after the first world fell into disarray. Okay, this is Parapis, Yugif, and so on. The mural depicts a scene from ancient history. A city lies in ruins in the background, a testament to the repercussions of war. In the foreground, resilient survivors take up an agrarian lifestyle. Artwork is entitled Dawn. Intriguing. I was gonna show all three at once. This is all of the different tribes. That's a Parapis on the far left, and then there's the middle right is a Risante. And then I think that's an Ishki on the far right. Mural depicts a scene from ancient history. Together, the three artworks form one large scene. 8 youths stand facing away from each other in a ring formation. At the center of the circle lies a corpse holding a flower. All of the other tribes, like, starting to exist from, like, one final human dying or something? Each figure is from a different tribe. Perhaps the corpse belongs to an Elda. All 8 have their backs to the body. Artwork is entitled Triptych, Birth of the Tribes. I imagine the game is going to go deeper on this here in a second after we interact with the prince. I've never felt more at peace than here. I've flitted around a lot, but this village, and especially this place, it's so relaxing. Don't you agree? I do agree.
It's you.
Right? There's just this aura that draws us fairies in. I wonder if folk like you feel the same thing. Village sure does have a lot of fairies, more than I've seen in any other place I've been, actually. Yeah, we don't tend to stick around in one place for very long, but I guess this place is the exception. Isn't it just like a fairy to find somewhere we like and stay there for as long as we want? Okay. It's Gallica, I don't know why, but I'm so happy right now. Come on, Gallica, let's play. What should we do? What should we play? Sorry, I can't play right now. Another time, okay? What do you mean, can't? Are you really Gallica? Whatever, though. When you can play, I'll be around. Something very weird going on with Gallica and fairies in general. Couple more people to talk to. You're all from the outside, aren't you? Hey, mind telling me what's going on right now? Nobody will tell me anything. They all just say don't leave the house. I know the fires were scary, but it's all too much to be holed up like this. I, for one, have no intention of spending my life running between caves and forests. I mean, that's fair. Gallica, is that you? Long time no see. Gallica, the funniest stuff happened while you were gone. Your friend totally fell into a pond. It was hilarious. And then get this. Are you busy or something? You look tired. We should talk more later, though, okay? All right, your friend is further in. I think you're late. Wait, further in? Is there someone in here? Hello?
Huh?
Wait, is that you, Gallica? You're okay? You left in such a hurry, I was worried. Sorry about that. I've been out traveling, actually. I got this really important mission. Wow, must be pretty hard. I can tell just by looking at you. I can tell you've changed a lot, too. You're totally different. Is it because of this person you're with? You two are just like the king and fairy of legend. King and fairy? Yep, a long time ago, there was a man who traveled all across the world, and he had a fairy with him, just like you two. One day, that traveler became a mighty king, and his fairy companion became as wise and knowledgeable as a person, so everyone called her queen. More of a respect thing. That's the legend. Pretty similar to you guys, huh? Yeah, Gallica is not going to be my queen. Can I make Fabian my queen? I still think that she's the one I would pick the most out of everyone. Queen, huh? But wait, what did the fairy do after the journey ended? Did she stay by the king's side? Who knows? I don't even know if the story's true or not, but if she did stay, I think that'd be lovely. Stone monument. Ah, this tells how to cast the infinite Tsukuyomi. The slab is engraved with a number of names. I believe these are the names of all the resistant members who've lost their lives so far. This name at the very bottom, Arvid Alsis, that was Grius' real name, right? I'm sorry, Grius, if only we could have gotten to you a little sooner. Aw, poor Grius. Poor guy. What's going on in here?
Oh!
Me? No, I'm not part of the resistance. I just help out on my own time. I take it you saw the coffins outside? Old man Russell is on his own now. Ever since I was a kid, the old man's been teaching me much about the outside world. The adults all speak ill of the resistance, but the younger folk around here are all genuinely grateful for them. The prince's bed. When I looked into the far side mirror, I saw the prince lying upon that very bed. This is the cutscene bed, the transition bed. The era of a new king draws nearer bed. Beyond this door is the place the organization has been using as a hideout, or should I say it was beyond this door. Other than the elderly Russell, the rest of them are. Perhaps we brought this on ourselves, but still, it's also dreadful. Howlin' Fort. The truth is, during the attack, I crossed paths with the assailant. He walked right past me on the stairs outside. At the time, the only thing that struck me was his unusual garb. Otherwise, he walked by so casually, it seemed nothing was amiss. It was only afterwards that I found out that he had just massacred all those people. I tremble even now just thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, if you just look like you belong in a place, then you can get away with walking through a lot of locations. You sell items? What items do you sell? Quite a state our village is in right now, so if there's anything you need, now's the time. More ambrosia, sage's pill, 400 HP to one ally. Here's any status ailment. Give me a lot of those. And then give me, this could come in clutch. Give me a couple of those. I don't think we need too many. All right, thank you. To be completely honest, there are those within the sanctum who think ill of both His Highness and the Resistance. But life is priceless. For him to have died in such a way at so tender an age, let us pray so that such tragedy is never repeated. Offer your prayers not to any idol, but to the God that dwells within. Well, here we go, chat.
This way.
No. Your Highness. Why?
I didn't realize anyone still remained to weep over this child. Huh? Gallica, you've returned.
How are you making all of those things float?
Milady Gruade. It's been a long time.
May I ask who this is?
She is the chiefess of this village. The Hermitess Gruade.
She was kind enough to shelter the entire organization when His Highness fled to these woods.
I can't believe he's gone. I'm just some parapus orphan from the slums. I was never supposed to outlive any prince. Was he killed here?
No. It all happened in the bunk room in the back. We moved him here to the altar once all was quiet. I don't know if you'd believe me, but I received a revelation. Should the prince die, his body should be kept safe and still here until the rightful day comes.
Where we confuse into one true prince or something. I don't know. Turn him into my persona.
Even if the boy is but a bastard sired by that despicable man, he is still Her Majesty's son.
Her Majesty? Is there some kind of Queen of the Elda?
Despicable? What, you mean the king? Wait, who's Her Majesty?
Do you know nothing of the child's mother? The boy was not brought across borders to us. He was born here, in the ancient sanctum. His mother was our past chiefess, the queen of our Elda tribe. She was a flower amidst the forests, a woman of such beauty, grace, and kindness. She saved this child from the flames. It cost her her life. Her death is on that man's hands. Like a piper, he wandered in and seduced the young queen with his idealistic tales. But he failed to protect his family and died powerless. The village was only set ablaze because the boy was in the way of the Sanctus Church's designs on the throne. And that insipid king could do nothing to stop them.
The king does really come off as incompetent through a lot of this backstory, huh?
But you see, this boy, His Highness the Prince, looks so much like Her Majesty. And so... You there, boy. Are you perhaps... no, it can't be. And yet...
Is something amiss, Milady Gruide? He is one of Gallica's allies. His loyalty stands with His Highness, and he has risked much in the prince's name.
Whoa! What's with the formal introduction? You were the one who gave us our orders in the first place.
Hurry.
I hear that voice again from somewhere. Who is the magical lady voice?
Hey, are you okay?
I was turned into a giant monster like 8 hours ago, Stroll. No, I'm not okay.
The time has come. Here thou camest to the end of thy journey. This secret place was home to thee.
Wait a minute, is this altar room we're standing in? Is this where all of the characters go to, like, in their minds when they awaken their archetypes for the first time? Because every time someone awakened an archetype, they were standing in, like, an ancient, like, grove-looking, like, altar place when they first unlocked their archetypes. I hadn't realized until you looked up at the giant skylight.
Now, remember thy path thus far. Walk thy life's road and see it anew.
I really just want to see Atlus have to design a game with like an overarching storyline, but be told you're not allowed to give anyone amnesia. Just literally once.
I have been waiting for thee to overcome thy trials. Long have I waited for thy return. Know this, his life is not yet ended.
This voice.
It all started on that ill-fated day when the usurper thought to extinguish his light. Before he fades away, recount all thou hast seen and felt, all thou hast gained in thy journey's course.
Oh! The mysterious voice is his mom! The mysterious voice is the Elda chiefess, isn't it? She's speaking from beyond the grave with super magical powers because her and the king both have super magical beyond death powers. I'm calling it. I'm calling it! I just can't think of anyone else that this magic voice could be that would matter. I look now to the past. I see the roads I traveled on this journey.
Gallica and thee sought to take the head of Louise, but thy efforts came to naught. So, ye moved instead to join a tournament to decide the land's king.
It came to nothing.
Though thy plan was reckless, thou didst win the trust of the people by the support of peers and subjects alike. Thus, thou didst declare thyself the prince.
It was all for victory.
After overcoming many obstacles, thou didst finally lift the prince's curse. Yet by the cruel machinations of another, the young prince...
He lies dead before me.
Thy sole mission was to save the prince. Bereft of him, thou hast no further reason to live.
That's not true.
If the prince is dead, wert thy efforts all for naught?
His will lives on.
So thy resolve is yet unbroken. So be it. Thou hast earned the truth. He was consumed by the curse, and was taken by a deep, abiding slumber. Yet his soul remained alive. So from his earthly form, I extracted his soul, that he might travel the land in Odyssey. And thus his stilled sands began to flow once more. Thy journey hast taken thee far, and taught thee much. So now I ask thee, who art thou?
The real prince was the friends we made along the way.
I'm just a traveler.
Could a mere traveler have borne witness to so many happenings beyond mortal understanding? To name but a few. Thy parents? Memories of thy youth? Hast thou any recollection of where and how thy youngest years were spent?
Dost thou truly believe that Atlus would make a story-focused game without amnesia?
Yes. Thy memories begin the moment thou befriend the prince. Dost thou suspect the reason?
I just don't remember.
Then search thy mind. Thou knowest the truth in thy heart, surely. Thou hast nothing. Thou art a being of mine own creation. 'Twas Gallica alone who the Resistance laid their hopes upon all those days past. Thy life had yet to begin. All thou hadst, all that had been bestowed, was a memory. Thy mission to save the prince. Thy memories of youth in the prince's company, and the void enshrouding all else in thy past. All signs of thy conjured existence.
I have nothing?
Nay, the words of the prince in thy memory are unmistakably of his true heart. The memories gained on thy journey, the friendships made, the trust forged. These true things art thine own. All thy trials, all thy experiences wert to prepare thee for this day. To share the strength thou hast gained with thy other self.
My other self?
Persona! The trust and friendship I've gained has been there to support me. But if they'd known I came from nothing, that I am nothing, would people have stood by me, believed in me? And the same goes for the desire to help anyone in need. How is it that I've touted such a laughably idealistic belief this long?
Accept the truth, and thou wilt face an ordeal beyond any you have yet faced. If thy desire is instead for freedom, Thou mayest still abandon thy mission and end it here.
Is that right?
I see. My true identity is?
So I bid thee answer my final question. Who art thou in truth?
I wonder if you actually get a bad ending if you say I refuse to know. So I'm like the consciousness of the prince, right? That's what they're saying here? Did I understand this correctly? True heart, the memories gained on that journey, friendships made, yada yada. Memories in youth of the prince's company and the void shrouding, all signs conjured, all that was hast, all that it bestowed was a memory, thy mission to save the prince, Gallica, etc. Thou hast nothing, thou art a being of mine own creation, search thy mind. Thy parents, memories of youth, etc. It only goes back so far. I am the prince.
I am the prince.
What is this? I feel a curious resonance.
Could this be? But how? Impossible.
Hey, what's going on?
What awaits us now?
Wait, where did everyone else go in this cutscene? Everyone was standing.
Life is not yet lost. Thou wert born apart from the prince's flesh, born of his desire to change the world. In his stead didst thou travel the world. Thou didst support his heart, and became his living fantasy. That is thy true self. Thou art everything the prince sought to be, his ideal. It all began with the novel in thy possession. Drawn by the divine relic, Magla coalesced into flesh, and flesh coalesced into form. The form of an Elda, as I once was. Time hath come. Awaken, reborn anew. No more the prince's dream of utopia thou wouldst chase. Nay, but thine own.
Chat, never in a million years on my bingo card did I have the main character as the prince's imaginary friend on my bingo book. No, my heterochromia!